Hey guys, welcome back to another video over here on the Chinese Zodiac and Horoscopes. Today we're going to be doing a reading for you guys born in the year of the Rooster. I can only apologise for my absence recently. I have had a bit of a chaotic couple of weeks, though we are trying to get back on track now. So we are going to get on with this and catch us up. So let's do a reading for you guys born in the year of the Rooster and see how you are cockle-doodle doing. Let's move these around, shuffle them up and down, and see what we have got. Let's stop about there. Let's take that one from the bottom. We'll take this one from the middle. We'll take this one from the top. What have we got? Okay, so we have got a white there to begin with, then another black, and then another white. Two positives and a negative, with that negative being sandwiched in between the two positives. It can be seen as quite an optimistic spread when we can see those two white cards there over the one black. However, white isn't always all right, black isn't always an attack. It all depends on the cards compatibility with you when we flip them over. And that first card that we've got there is the catalyst card, the change, the pig, the phasing of one thing out and the phasing of another thing in. Now the rooster and the pig are actually quite compatible. They do go together quite well. So this is a good example of white being all right. This is an example of white being all right. So that's good. We are seeing the end of something though. Maybe some clarity, maybe some comprehension on a situation that you may have felt guilty about, you may have felt bad about, you may have been having second thoughts about, you may have been willing to change your mind about something. Maybe you thought, I might actually have this wrong. Nope. It turns out that you were right. Turns out that this whole thing was actually planned from the beginning, or there was something going on behind your back the whole time, or something has happened. That's now been brought to light, which now means you can move on from it. It's going to be a slow process, and it is going to take you through some negative times, but we have got that positive card to look forward to. Even though white isn't always all right, we are seeing a phase here of coming from something that you did. Maybe you quit a job, maybe you ended a relationship, maybe you traded something in, maybe you regret it, or you thought you regretted it. Because it's been slow and it's been painful, and it's been a reminder of, other times, or brought back things, or brought up things or emotions within you. And that's not a bad thing. You need to express that, but you've come to realize that it has potentially been worth it. It has been potentially worth you finding this out, or it's helped you realize a few things for you to be able to get over it and find that new job, or to feel less guilty for leaving that job and leaving your co-workers or your ex-co-workers in that situation. I think right now you haven't really got a lot to complain about, but if you started poking around, you could probably find a lot to complain about. So you're just going to let this chapter change on its own with as little influence as you possibly can. As to say, you've quit a job, you're not looking to rush into getting a new job. You've ended a relationship, you're not looking into running into a new relationship. You've disrupted something, you felt bad about it, then something came to light, something came to, educate you on the situation. And now with that new knowledge, that newfound knowledge, is helping you just get on with it, get over it, move on. Though it is painful, it is negative. You've got that black dog there as a protective card to come in and basically say, it's all right, we've got your back, don't worry. We're going to be on the defensive here, almost like you wore your heart on your sleeve for so long. You've now learned to go and buy some long sleeve t-shirts so people can't see it and people can't take advantage of it. That's what this is. It's basically just guard yourself, just look after yourself. Don't go backwards. You're not going that way. That would be a foolish thing to do. Even if you're lonely, even if you're poor, even if you're, this could work in so many different ways, because it's like when you end a relationship, you might be thinking, I don't want to be alone. I may as well give them another chance. If you've just quit your job, you're thinking, I can't do this. I need the money. And if they'd take me back, if I apologized and I was willing to, stoop lower. And that's what you would be doing. You would be stooping. Don't stoop, my rooster people. Don't stoop. You are better than that, and you can come further away from it than you think you can to distance yourself. It may be painful, but as you come away, the more you will the more you will learn to adjust. You don't have to get over it. You don't have to get over it, but you have to get on with it. And that's what this dog is saying. Be patient. Excuse me. Be patient. You know, hold your ground. Be patient. Follow your intentions through. You know, you intended to leave that job. You intended to walk away from this thing. You intended to give it up. And it may be hard and it may make you feel bad, but don't forget what they did to you. Don't forget that you were underpaid. Don't forget that they lied to you. Don't forget that you were made to wear that silly hat, or you were made to feel a certain way. Don't forget the reasons you left in the first place. It's going to be a painful situation. It is going to be quite hard to navigate through. It is going to be hard to understand the ins and outs of it all. But you're a rooster. You are intelligent. You know that when it comes to things like the heart and emotions and stuff, it's not just as simple as calculations and literacy. This isn't an average day at school. This is a learning opportunity that comes only from these opportunities. And you may feel like you've been going around in circles, or this always happens to you, or, you know, why can't you just catch a break? But you are, because right now you have come away from a situation that was actually bad for you, and it is now starting to change, where your perspective of it will change, and you're not going to feel necessarily guilty about leaving that situation for your own good, which is good, because you shouldn't feel guilty about leaving somewhere that wasn't good for you. And that dragon card's coming into play, which is a fantastic card for a rooster person, because a dragon and a rooster get on incredibly well. They're very compatible. They're so compatible, in fact, that dragon is on your soul path line. So whatever is happening to you right now, there's a whole bag of things, but it is all meant for you, and you're going to grow from this. You're going to realize why you've had to come the long way around, but why you may have had to come the long way around, but you're going to realize why, and now you're going to be there anyway. You know, you may see people take shortcuts all the time, and you may have to grin and bear it, but the end result is basically the finish line is still the finish line. And you're going to get there. That dragon is a great card for you to have as well. That rooster and the dragon go together incredibly well. It's a very enthusiastic card as we move forward. We're seeing prosperity here. We're seeing success. We're seeing happiness together. We're seeing this lasting this time. We're seeing this come together for the sake of you, because you've got yourself out of that toxic situation. You've got yourself out of that bad situation. You've come away from it. And now you're starting to, I guess, in some ways, learn that you are a bit of a badass. You are more thick-skinned than people give you credit for. You are able to push through this and have the strength to do that and have the endurance to do it. The dragon and the rooster coming together is such a great combination that we should pity the opposition, because the opposition right now that you may be up against, or that may be trying to be up against you, has no idea what it's getting itself in for. Not only do we have that pig there, you know, changing things and changing the tide into your favor, and for you to then realize why this is a better idea to be where you are now than where you were, that dog's coming in to say that, you know, there isn't a lot of conflict here, but just keep yourself guarded against any that might come your way, because we want to stay relatively conflict free. But if conflict does show its ugly head, never fear, because that dragon is going to knock it out the park and save you from that, as it does. That dragon is a great card to have in midst conflict. No matter what comes up against you now, it will have your back. This is a great opportunity now for you to step forward with enthusiasm, with positivity, with motivation. The change is done. We can say goodbye to the past now. And as long as we've got these two, the dog and the dragon, on our side, you are unstoppable, because the dog and the dragon are two signs that you never, ever, 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 ever want to get on the wrong side of. The dog and the dragon will definitely have your back here, and they will guard you well as you move forward. Any decisions you make in the upcoming week or so, they will be good decisions, especially if they have the intention to better your position from where you were to where you are going to be, or where you want to be. But we'll find out, won't we, how you get on with that next week when we come back and do another reading for you guys born in the year of the rooster. My next reading will be for those born in the year of the dog. So if you are interested in what those guys are up to, I'll see you then. If not, no worries. I'll just see you in a video next time when we come back and do a video for you guys born in the hour of the rooster. Thanks for watching. Love and peace.